The main reason why we decided to have this event is because we think it is important for us to highlight what are the needs of adolescents and young people in this region, but generally in the world. We can't leave them behind. They count more than 33% of the population in Africa. Therefore, if we really want to achieve growth, we need to involve them. We need to give them the tools that they need to take informed decisions and to be free to take choices over their bodies, their life, and their world.
So our key message today was, as we now enter the last decade to the SDG 2030 timeline, there is a need for recommitment and deeper investment for us to realize the sexual reproductive health and rights goals that we've set for ourselves globally and as a continent as well. There's much that has been achieved over the last 25 years in relation to maternal mortality, access to reproductive health rights and services, but there's much more that needs to be done for us to close that gap and make sure that we leave no one behind.
It's really good that UNFPA can bring a lot of young people into the room, because they are super important. They live in the real world and they know what kind of problems they encounter in their everyday life and how we can solve it. So we need to engage, and for them to tell a developing partner like I represent how we can do it, what the problems are and what solutions are there.
The young people made their voices very clear. They are demanding that the agenda set in 1994 continues and is amplified, that their sexual reproductive rights are upheld, that they exercise those rights, and that we all come together towards that common goal.
My key message for young girls and boys out there is to ensure that they know what is happening around them, especially issues that affect them. That way we are able to know what commitments are made, what needs to be implemented by our governments, by our heads of state, by civil society organizations, and we can be a part of that. That way we ensure that nothing without us is done. Especially issues that affect young people, we need to be involved and aware. Nobody's going to bring us to the table but us.
Seek information, do whatever it is that you are passionate about. You don't have to save the world completely, but you need to just play your part. If it is teaching, it is information sharing, it is basically joining an existing organization, do your part.
I'm committing to sharing information with my fellow young people and also ensuring that as young people we stop working apart but working together towards the betterment of our future.
So we've been talking a lot about commitments today, so really recognising that whilst we can have quite an abstract conversation about the challenges and the big numbers, so X percentage change over 25 years, what we also said is the thing that's really going to accelerate progress is what each individual does, what each organisation does. That's how we create the momentum moving forward. And so our focus is on commitments. What are you going to do? What is your organisation going to do? What's your president going to do? What is your national government going to do? And we're going to take all of those commitments to the Nairobi summit. We'll make a declaration around all of those commitments, and then from there we're going to work with all of our partners to make those commitments a reality, to track what's achieved through those commitments, and then also track the impact it has to transform the lives of young people across East and Southern Africa.